Trojan Felly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I want to get into something real quick, and it's dealing with the transfer portal. As you guys know, those who have been subscribed to this channel for a while now, you guys know this past summer, even before this past summer, when we start seeing major movement within the transfer portal, we start seeing players from everywhere, man. We start seeing players going all over the place, man. And one of the things that came to my mind was that the transfer portal is going to change the way college football, the parity within college football. And now I think we're starting to see that the transfer portal didn't just arrive this year, but I think we're starting to see the manifestation of, the years prior to some of those players come. Because if you look at somebody like the Tennessee quarterback, this is not his first year at Tennessee. However, the year last year when he was at Tennessee, he was productive, but he wasn't this productive. But now we're starting to see the manifestation of his potential, because before that, this guy was actually at Virginia Tech, Hooker, talking about Hendon Hooker. And but other guys, other players as well. We're starting to see players start to make a lot of impact now. And as a result, it's changing the landscape of the way the college football playoffs look. And I think we're really starting to see that for the first year. As I begin to reflect and I looked at the top 25, just on the AP, I didn't even deal with the college football playoff. I just took it from the AP. And I want you guys to take a look at this. How many teams in the top 25, really how many teams in the top 10 in the college football playoff ranking? Well, not even in the ranking, in the AP top 10, who has the opportunity to go to the playoff, and how many teams have quality impact transfer portal players that are playing right now that's causing these teams to be thrust up to the front of the line, man. So let's take a look at this. You guys hit me in the comment section. And I want to talk about Caleb Williams. We talked about him being up for an award. I wanted you guys to vote. Now he's one of the semifinalists. We'll take a look at that. And Coach Sean Newell, he is also up for an award as well as one of the top assistants. And then our very own Tootley, man, he's worked his way back up to the front as far as being the top defensive player in the country as far as it relates to sacks. So let's take a look at that. You guys take a look at this list, man. Let's get into this. So here it is right here, man. You look at the first school right here, you're going to see Georgia, of course. They're as far as the impact quality transfer portal players, we know that the quarterback's been there. Most of their players are players that's already been there. But when you look at Ohio State as well, those players as well, notable players that we know that transfer, I wouldn't say any off the top. But you skip all the way down, and even I say with Michigan, but you skip down to start with Tennessee. Man, you got Hendon Hooker. You got the receiver, Bro McCoy. You got the kicker, Chase McGraw. All these guys have already had major impact on the way Tennessee is playing right now. And as a result, they're thrust up to the front, man. Tennessee is now a major player. I wouldn't even say this is all just regular recruiting. This is major. You talk about transfer portal players that have now made Tennessee a game player. Now you switch over to LSU. Jaden Daniels, him as well. And they got some other guys as well, but you got Jaden Daniels, him as well. These guys are, this guy's an impact player, man. And he's already changed the whole identity of LSU. He's a mobile quarterback, athletic quarterback, and now you see LSU being a game player. Of course, our very own USC. You know who we got. We got Addison, we got Williams, both Williams, Mario, Caleb. We got other guys, but those are major impact players. You're gonna have Caleb Williams. I would say Jordan Addison. Of course, you got Sean Lee. We got a couple other guys, and Gentry. Those are major impact players. And then Alabama, man, they got Elias Ricks from LSU. They got Jahmyr Gibbs, running back for Georgia Tech. Elias Ricks being the modern day product from California. He's a cornerback. Then you got the receiver from Louisville that came in there. And of course, you got the ex-Tennessee transfer linebacker, Henry Toa. Is it Toa? I believe that's his name. And then so you look at those. Of course, Clemson really doesn't do a whole lot of transferring, but Cam Rising, of course, he was a transfer player, and they got some other transfer guys in there as well. Penn State, I'm not really sure about them, but Oregon, for sure, Bo Nix and some other guys they got as well. Excuse me, I forgot to say Travis Dye, but you guys know Travis Dye from us. Ole Miss, skipping to Ole Miss, that they got some guys. Jackson Dart, they got the running back that came from TCU last year, and I'm just speaking these off of the top of my head. The ones that I know. Washington, they got the Indiana transfer quarterback Michael Hendricks. This guy Michael Pendix. I said Hendricks. Michael Pendix. This guy's a credible. He's an impact player. Most of these players I'm naming are impact players for these teams that are transfer portal players. Then you skip over to UCLA. Zach Charbonnet came from Michigan. He's an impact player. But if you notice, most of these teams have transfer portal players. Notre Dame, I'm not really sure about all their guys. Kansas State, they got the Nebraska quarterback. Martinez, he's a transfer portal player. Florida State has some guys in there. I can't think of the guys off of my top of my head, but they have some guys in there. Tulane, I'm not real sure. Cincinnati and these other teams. But Oregon State, of course, you guys know we played against them. The running back came from South Carolina. They got some guys. So if you look at the top 25, college football, and we mentioned this, college football parity is going to change. It's going to continue to change because NIL and because of transfer portal. And this is going to change the landscape of college football and how these teams, the teams that we used to see all the time, Alabama, Clemson, they're now, and Clemson, from what I heard, that coach refuses to really use the transfer portal. You guys hit me in the comment section. Let me know if I'm wrong. But from what I heard, from what I read, I remember him kind of being against the transfer portal action. You guys hit me in the comment section. Let me know. TCU, I'm not real sure if they use it. Sonny Dykes a new coach, but I can't recall any player off the top of my head that's really transferred in from TCU. You guys, I'm sure it is, but you guys let me know exactly who it is. But do you see what I'm saying? The point I'm making is the transfer portal has changed the way the playoff is getting ready to look. And as a result, we're starting to see teams that we haven't seen in a while. You guys hit me in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about this. Moving on to Coach Nua. This is Frank Browse Award. And here's all the assistants that's up for it. Coach Sean Nua is up for a major award. And you see all the coaches that are up. And, of course, there's a big reason why he's up for this award, because he's coaching the heck out of these players, given what he's working with. And you see here, man, you see all the assistants that are up. Check it out. You got quite a few. But Sean Newa's up, and I'm going to show you guys the reason. Let's hope that he gets it. I'm going to show you the reason. You guys know that Sean Nua at Michigan last year had two guys highly drafted. Aiden Hutchinson, he won the first round. I think it was Detroit Lions. He won the first round last year. Sean Nua comes over here, and sure, Thule was a good player, but, man, it just seemed like he's going absolutely crazy. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is it right here. Thule, man, Thule is going absolutely berserk right now. And as you see, this is the most sacks through week 11. And look who he's leading. I mean, he's leading all kinds of guys right now. This guy, 11.5 sacks this year. 11.5 sacks. Man, I mean, he is on, you're talking about a first rounder. Thule's going in the first round. And he's leading from guys from Fresno State, from San Diego State, from UCLA, from Washington. I mean, Washington got two beasts on the line there. One has 7-point sack, Jeremiah Martin and Braylon Trace, and then 6.5 sacks, and then Oregon has one, and then Stanford. So look, Thule's leading. These are mostly Pac-12 guys, West Coast guys, but then look, he's leading the nation right now. Number one in the nation for sacks right now. Most sacks. Week 11, through week 11. So look, man, Sean Newa's up for that award, and I think it's a good reason why he's up for that award. We're starting to see some major, and listen, we've seen Corey Foreman come on. Look, last game, we've seen Tyrone Taleni. I think we mentioned this. We've seen a lot of guys, man. Solomon Berg get in there. We've seen some guys get in there, stick their head in there. I think this guy is one of the best defensive line coaches. And listen, if there's some recruits watching this, Sam Green, whoever you are, Dejan Lafitte, whoever you are that's coming, that's committed, and those who may be thinking about coming, listen, we got a coach right now that's up for a major award. And then not only that, we got somebody to back him up, which is Thule. He's leading the nation right now in sacks, 11.5 sacks. And listen, if you want to come get better at the defensive tackle position, this is the reason why you should come. These two guys right here, backing it up. All right, so these are the quarterbacks right here that I told you guys about that was up for the, let me get this thing down here, up for the award here. And you see here, number one is going to be, who is it? Oh, Stetson Bennett. You're going to have Stetson Bennett for Georgia, LSU's quarterback. Then you're going to have TCU, Max Duggan, Frank Harris, UTSA, Wake Forest quarterback, Sam Hartman, Tennessee, Hendon Hooker, Drake Mayo of North Carolina, Coastal Carolinas, Grayson McCall, J.J. McCarthy of Michigan, SMU, Tanner, Mordecai, Bo Nix, Oregon, Washington, Michael Hendricks, I keep saying Hendricks, Michael Penix Jr., and then Austin Reed of Western Kentucky, Utah, Cam Rising, Will Rogers, Mississippi State, Ohio, Curtis Rourke, C.J. Stroud of Ohio State, UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and then Jordan Travis of Florida State, Caleb Williams, ours, and then, man, why is this thing? And then Bryce Young. So those are the quarterbacks right there. And listen, he's no longer being voted in. He's actually up for it. And this is coming from Sports Illustrated. And listen, I think Caleb Williams has a real opportunity. You look at his yardage, you look at what he has, what he's already brought to the table. He has more yards than most people right now. So listen, you guys hit me on that. What do you guys think about that? We got a lot to be thankful for right now on both sides of the ball. All right, so Caleb is up for that award. Thule is doing his thing. He might win the Defensive Lineman of the Year award. Our defensive coach might win Assistant of the Award. Who knows? Listen, we got some things moving and grooving, man. So listen, I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's official, the transfer portal has essentially changed the game of college football, and the teams that were already in, always up there, the Final Four, they tried to put those teams every single year. And look, I've heard that the ratings were just absolutely miserable because nobody wanted to see those same teams. And it was kind of almost like a monopoly system, but now you're starting to see a change. And I think the transfer portal helped, and I think it created a lot of parity, and we're starting to see something different. It is refreshing to see TCU. I mean, it's good to see. It's even good to see Tennessee up there. It's just good to see different teams up there. I do not want to see Alabama and Clemson anymore. I am sick and tired of that every single year. It just got so boring. So now, you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram. USCJ32 on Twitter. Until tomorrow, listen, you guys get out and make some things happen this morning. Listen, fight on, fight on, fight on.